quick note on the Israel-Palestine conflict currently underway. When we look at Jewish history, we see how much suffering they've endured over thousands of years. From the story of slavery in Egypt, where Moses comes in, to centuries of pogroms and expulsions throughout Europe, and most recently, the horrific Holocaust, where 6 million Jews were murdered by the Nazis. Even today, anti-Semitic conspiracies persist. False claims that Jews control the media, the banks, the world. It's revolting. My heart goes out to Jewish people everywhere. After all they've been through, it's no wonder so many have wanted a safe and powerful homeland where they can live without fear. But what's happening in Gaza right now is too much. October 7 was horrific. The killing of civilians, the taking of hostages, shocking and heartbreaking. But for those familiar with the region's history, it didn't come out of nowhere. If Brooklyn attacked Manhattan, that would be a surprise. This wasn't like that. The biggest shock for many was the response, not just from the Israeli government, but from how strongly many in the global Jewish community supported it. Of course, there were those who opposed the war, but the focus was often on hostage safety rather than the impact on Palestinian civilians. The Israeli military response has been wildly disproportionate. Entire neighborhoods in Gaza have been flattened, hospitals, schools, and water infrastructure destroyed, civilians, men, women, and children killed in the tens of thousands. Many watching early on could see that this wasn't just about rescuing hostages or fighting Hamas. It looked like an attempt to displace Palestinians from Gaza and take the land. And over time, statements from Israeli officials have only reinforced that impression. What's struck me most is the level of support this approach has received in many Jewish communities. It feels like intergenerational trauma laid bare. We all know that when we're afraid or angry, we can act in ways we later regret. Now imagine that fear and anger passed down from childhood, reinforced over generations, until it shapes your view of the world. Unhealed trauma can blind us, not only to the suffering of others, but to the harm we're doing to ourselves. There are Jewish leaders who've shown another path. One is Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist. He was imprisoned in Auschwitz, yet chose compassion over hatred. He said that even when everything is taken from us, one freedom remains, the freedom to choose how we respond. A top Christian example is Jesus, who was beaten, tortured, and crucified. Yet still he said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." He wasn't excusing cruelty, he was naming the ignorance behind it. That's what leads people to harm others and themselves. Most of the countries supporting Israel's actions are Christian majority nations, especially the United States. As friends of Israel and the Jewish people, are they truly helping them or enabling something that's only creating more suffering? Because this isn't making them safer, it's increasing anti-Semitism. People don't like to see the strong beat down on the weak, and right now that's what it looks like. Palestinian families, men, women, children, are being killed. Most pose no threat. This is no longer about self-defense, and if it is, then it is deeply misguided. With the scale of destruction and open talk of relocating Gaza's population, it's hard not to see this as an effort to ethnically cleanse the area. The suffering is extreme. People are being operated on without anesthetic. People are starving. Children are being orphaned, burned, and dismembered. This isn't compassion, this isn't safety, and it doesn't reflect the deepest values of the Jewish people. You may have heard the phrase the chosen people used to describe the Jewish people. When understood deeply, it isn't about superiority, it's a spiritual calling, a call to embody love, justice, truth, and compassion. These are the qualities of God. Love is like the sun, it radiates in all directions. It doesn't turn away from some and shine only on others. It requires wisdom, the courage to extend compassion even in the hardest moments. The Jewish people, supported by the world, have the strength to turn this around, to live out the example their tradition calls them to.